This is Good Morning San Diego.
Now let's send things over to Jason on our KUSI News patio with Paul's Paella. Looks good.
Have you been here on the show,
Yes.
Teresa, when Paul's here?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
love
you
it.
know how good it is. Paul, welcome back to the show.
Good to be back. Happy Easter.
You're a favorite around here, man. This is great.
I love coming here.
Yeah, we love having you here. And right now, it smells like amazing bacon.
Yeah, this paella, which I'm calling, based on one of the origin words for paella, mythical, bakia. It's my leftover paella. We decided on this about noon yesterday. Okay, Jason, not Jason, excuse me, Tommy, let's see what's in the fridge.
Yeah, good. To use what you got.
Yeah, I got some good stuff too.
So tell us, I mean, you have, what size is this wheel?
This is my smallest paella you can order.
Okay.
It's a 32-incher.
Right.
If you order this, I give you the option of purchasing the small side paella. But this feeds about 20 to 40 people. And it goes from here, various stages, up to a great big old 52, which will feed 200 plus, 300 if you got appetizers, you know?
Yeah, but when they bring you in, first of all, it's people always asking how much a head. How much a head is it going to cost? This is very, very affordable.
Yes, yes. Now, this is my most expensive pan, by the way. You get economy of scales as you get a bigger pan. So, like, if you got a wedding party of 200 people, I bring my 52-incher out. I can do that for less than $10 a head, before taxes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? But no, it's a one-pan meal essentially. This is for peasants.
Right.
200 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it goes for $40 a plate in restaurants today. It got this gourmet thing associated. I don't get it. But this is peasant food. I just kind of tweak it up a little bit with interesting ingredients and decoration.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, if somebody brings you in for their event, you get dinner and a show all at the same time.
Dinner and a show.
Because this is, what does it take, about 3 hours?
3 days, actually, for the prep. Yeah, but actual cooking time, 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
Yeah. I never make the same paella twice. So I always say, give me 15 minutes either way, because I never know for sure.
And it's amazing because this is our first chat with you this morning, but we're going to keep coming out here as the show progresses, and our viewers are going to get to see how this comes together. And if you've never seen the finished product, you won't believe it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. It's almost like every time you do it, I'm like, we really shouldn't cut into that. But then I realized, yeah, we should.
Hey, I always say regret with the first scoop that goes away with the first bite, you know?
Yeah.
And every pie, they gotta taste good, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And I got like 35 ingredients as opposed to the Valencian 7, but it should be aesthetically pleasing. It's big and it's flat. That's a canvas.
Yes, it is. And our viewers will see that. Okay, we'll check back in with you in a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Right now, we'll be back with more Good Morning San Diego. All right, we're out here on the patio, Paul's Paella. We're working the protein in first, right?
Yeah, and get those juices out so I can saute my onions, garlic, tomato, and anchovy in something really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's the rice that you use is a very special rice.
Yeah, I don't do tradition for tradition's sake, but when it makes sense, I stick to it. This is bomba rice. It's a Valencian rice from Valencia, Spain, and it evolved with paella, just like basmati rice did with Indian food. And it's different. It absorbs 30% more liquid. It likes to be cooked at a low temperature, slowly, you know. And like I said, being it absorbs 30% more liquid, you throw a good stock and other things coming out of your meats.
And it soaks up in that rice.
Oh, man, you gotta use this. There's a couple of Valencian rices, too. This is what I've always used.
Take us back. You're a young airman in the Air Force, and you're in Spain, and you sit down and you start eating paella, and you lost your mind, and that's how you ended up here.
That's it. Yeah, I was running the Bulls actually in San Fermin in 1994 because I used to be crazy, you know. And I lived off this stuff for a week. All the stalls are selling it. This and sangria for $1.50 a bottle or whatever the equivalent in pesetas. And I just had the time of my life. Fell in love with this dish. My family's Maltese. We appreciate one-pan meals. And this is the ultimate one-pan meal. And I've been making it ever since. Didn't become a business until like 2017. So I noticed I was cooking for a lot of people I didn't know because it was always just a hobby. But I wanted insurance, of course. And I became a business. And then I got busy. But it's still a hobby. When it becomes otherwise, I'll stop doing it.
Yeah, because you have fun. Every one you make, you have fun doing it.
And every one I do is unique.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's always fun doing. It's
always different.
You know? I enjoy it. So, like this one, it was 12 o'clock yesterday, around then. Tommy and I decided to do this thing, and it's like, what's in the fridge?
Yeah, you just
usually 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. We just started this yesterday afternoon.
Nice.
So
what's the next step in the process here?
we get all the meat proteins out. I'll probably I got some sausage to put in here, and I'll throw some mushrooms, some Irish butter, some mushrooms, some vegetables. Saute that, and then will come the onion, the garlic, tomato, anchovy. That's your sofrito.
Okay.
So,
and why do you use Irish butter?
Higher fat content.
Ah, okay.
It's good.
Compliments to baking.
Boom.
All right. So we're looking at 3 to 4 hours for completion.
Yes.
Now, this is something I have not seen you do before when you've made paella here, is you've added chicken wings. I asked if they were boneless, and you said no.
No. Well, first of all, like I said, this is the bakia, a leftover paella.
Right.
So it was in the fridge. I got some lamb meat to stick in here, too, from Heroes. Okay?
Oh, cool.
But that's not unusual. In Spain, they will throw rabbit with the bones, snails, stuff right out of the garden. They'll stick everything. This is originally peasant food.
Right.
All my paellas are customized, by the way, and I put in here or don't put in here based on the customer's wishes. But this one, we put in here based on what was in my fridge yesterday afternoon.
All right, and what people need to know is if they want to have you come for one of their events, whether it's a wedding, whatever it is, this is what you do. It is a hobby, but it's also your business.
I'm loving it. I think that's why I've gotten good at it. I don't mind experimenting. I've been experimenting with this for 30 years.
Right.
And as a result, I've picked up some pretty doggone good ideas and recipes, because it is fun.
And again, when you are here at the end of the show and you see the finished product, you won't believe your eyes.
It's a nice,
So what's that now?
Just some wine.
Little red wine?
Yeah, wine for flavor, and also if I feel a little caramelization on the bottom, I kind of pick that up.
Oh, yeah.
The drippings, it richens it up, and it prevents burning, too. That caramelization will go black if you're not careful. So, little extra care when you do these bigger pans. So,
all right. Well, we'll be out shortly to check in with you again. I know. I wish our viewers could be standing right here. Oh, man.
Oh, baby. I love this.
So good. All right. More to come, everybody. Teresa, back inside to you.
That looked delicious. Paul and Jason, wow. Yummy. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're going to check back in with Paul's Paella throughout the hour. Lucky you. You've already had 2 segments out there with Paul.
I'm ready for another one, too.
I know. When I saw him this morning, he's like, did you bring a container? And so a lot of people in production, they brought their containers because, of course, when he has this huge display, everyone is just...
I brought a big container. I know this drill. I've been to this rodeo before. No, but what's funny is that, and next time I know a lot of people probably, and the cool thing about his paella is not just amazing, it's not just a work of art in the way it looks and tastes, but it's watching him do it. And it's affordable. You can if you're having an event or something, you can feed people for like $10 a head or less. So.
And it's made with love too. I just love how when he just stirs everything up and he's talking, you get to see his passion for food and
totally. And what we haven't done this morning is given out his phone number, because every time he's here and we give out his phone number, he's got it in his pocket. It just starts ringing.
That is so true. That happened last time when I was interviewing Paul. He's like, excuse me, and they're blowing him up.
It's amazing stuff.
We're going to be checking back in with Paul's Paella on the patio to get an update on his Easter paella. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're out here with Paul Dumek from Paul's Paella. Getting a little crunch going there. You just added some gyro.
Yeah, I got
some nuts.
Hero meat, cashews and pistachios, halal chicken balls. I do a lot of Muslim weddings. Coconut cream, some baby corn, water chestnuts, bamboo shoots. I'm emptying my fridge.
Right. So you cleaned it out. Now you got room for more. So is the last thing that you put in the rice?
The rice is underneath, actually.
Oh, it is?
Right on top of that. The last thing I'm going to add to this, actually, everything is in there that I call an actual paella. I'm going to mix this all up, add stock, wait a minute, I'm forgetting something.
And the rice, it doesn't look like a lot of rice, but it's going to soak up all those flavors.
2 bags, 2 1-liter. Oh, this is good stuff. Italian capicola. It's going to suck it up and absorbs 30% more liquid. This rice. I put it in a cross. If you put too much rice in here, it's going to require more liquid than the pan can handle.
Okay.
If you pour the rice in a cross and it does not go above the bolts in a handle in a real pie pan, all right, you're safe.
Okay. Now, here's what we haven't done yet this morning. We haven't given your phone number out, which is always fun for us because your phone starts ringing like right away.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting to turn it off when you come
So, what is the phone number?
760-681-1990. And don't call it right now. I got it off.
Do you have it off?
I got it on. Actually, I got it on right now.
Okay, good.
30 years in intelligence, I don't turn off my phone. It's hard for me to do that.
No, we like that. We like to hear it ring. It's fun for us.
Good.
That's why we put it out there.
This is actually the first time it hasn't gone off while we're talking on air.
This is the ultimate leftover.
Boom!
There you go.
Yeah.
You gonna get that?
Give me a couple minutes, okay? I'm right on the air. Hi.
All right. It works.
Sorry, bud. So yeah. It's funny. Tommy says, Paul, are we putting you on too much on TV? Are we taking advantage of you? Says, Tommy, you're making me money. Even if you didn't, I still enjoy doing this, but don't worry about it.
It's just, we like it because it's the show, it's the meal, it's everything, and it's affordable for our viewers. There you go. Nice ringtone. I like that.
God bless you. Please call me back. I'm on air. Wow, it's going to be...
You're blowing up, man.
Yeah. God bless you. Call me back.
Happy
I'm on
Easter.
air. Boy. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, it's 30 years in the military with intelligence. I don't like turning off the phone.
I understand.
But it drives my wife nuts sometimes.
Okay, so at this stage in the game, we're going to see this evolve into the paella, and then you're going to decorate it. Ignore that. It's fine.
Ignore it, yeah.
You got a call log for that.
Yeah.
So this is going to look so different than it does right now.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's big and it's flat. To me, it's a canvas.
Yes.
So I'm going to decorate. It's going to look like a Muslim mosaic.
It's going to, exactly, like a work of art. All right, okay. Paul, it's Paul's paella.
I'm going to call this guy back.
You better. All right, Teresa, back inside to you.
Jason, you called it. Everyone's calling him. Well, that's what happens when we give out his number.
Call bugger. Boom!
Oh, my gosh. All right. Plus, we're going to check back in with Paul's paella to see how it's going.
It's going well.
We'll see you after the break. I'm sure his phone is just ringing off the hook. We are back on the patio with Paul's Paella this Easter Sunday, and I knew it. Your phone was just going to be ringing and ringing and ringing. Everyone wants some paella. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing just fine. Hope the same for you, and happy Easter.
Oh, happy Easter. Thank you. It's so great. So paella originates from Spain, and I know Jason was out here for a few segments. What stage are we in right now?
Pretty.
See, there you go.
I'm going to have to turn this off. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Ignore them.
Yeah. But it's Spain. Actually, Valencian. It's a part of Spain. The food in Spain is very, very, very regional. So, you know what? If I don't turn this thing, I'm sorry.
It smells so good, too.
Go.
I know everyone probably just dying to know what the ingredients are, too.
Good. Well, this one is, I call it a bakia. That's one of the origin stories for paella, which is the Arabic for leftover. Again, we had very short notice on this one, usually 3 days. I had half a day to prep this. So whatever was in my fridge, to include a wonderful cioppino I made a week or so ago, it's in here. So I think it's going to be pretty good, though.
I like that. So this is your paella. It's very similar to a cioppino. You mix everything together.
You know what? Yeah, it's peasant food. Add everything, waste nothing. That's why I love it so much.
Well, we have your number on the screen. I know you're very popular. People would love to have you host a party. And how does it work? I mean, if they want to have you come to their house to have a paella, how long does it actually take?
The day of, I get there an hour before I start cooking. I need about 3 hours to cook. I am a disabled vet, so I always ask people to also help me unload and load my truck, you know, so I make that go a little liquid. Well, thank you so much. So, yeah, and I can have this thing done. You figure you're getting me there about 4 hours before you want me to actually serve. Bigger pans, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay, well, you're not going anywhere because you're going to stay with us throughout Good Morning San Diego. So we're going to have more coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. We also want to say aloha to Slat Ki Ohana. Look at this. Look how we're all celebrating this Sunday morning on Easter. We'll have more coming up after the break.
Very well.
And guess who's back with us this Sunday? Muscle Man of Technology, Bruce Puckman. He has a lot of fun spring tech items that he's going to be showing. I'll be doing the interview with Bruce.
Always got good stuff. Oh, and speaking of good stuff, Paul's Paella is on the patio. Now, we talked about how he makes it, that we have been this morning, and we've been talking about how once he finishes, it's a work of art.
Look at that.
And he is going to come through on that claim. If you've never seen the finished product, stick around. It's amazing.
And he's always so giving, too. He's so nice. When he comes out here to Good Morning San Diego, he tells all the employees, hey, bring your containers. Take food home to your families. Yeah. That's so nice of him.
I had a big one waiting for that.
Yeah, we'll check in with him shortly. And we've got something cooking on the patio this morning. We're going to check back in with Paul's Paella to see how things are going. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back here out on the patio with Paul's Paella. And where are we in the process now, Paul?
This, I call the decadent phase, where I start decorating.
Yes.
That's a big taboo in Spain, but not here. So, and yeah, I like to make sure the entire surface looks good. So I put, and it's stuff that's all edible, but you know, a lot of peppers, peas, maybe red cabbage.
Yeah.
I love hominy.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but it's all decoration at this point.
Okay.
Everything's in there boiling away, a nice gentle simmer. And yeah, this would be, I guess we're shooting around 10:30. It'll be done.
Okay, so you're also going to add quail eggs, are you?
Yeah, I got some cut up quail eggs down here.
Got a lot of tomato.
And it's Easter, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I always use quail eggs. I love the pop of the white on some kind of bright color.
Yeah, yeah.
So
good.
But and some also decorate with some cherry tomatoes and some lemons.
These are the colors you're going to use.
Easter.
And there you go. You got red cabbage there, too.
There you go.
All right.
I was going for like Easter eggs, the colors. Typical. So there's no black in this one. Easter's not about black.
And this is it's kind of like when we cook on our grills. It's a low and slow process.
It's exactly what it is.
It's got to be.
Yeah, and it's for that same reason. You know, a brisket likes low and slow.
Sure.
To be a better product, and Bomba rice likes low and slow to be a better product also.
And the Bomba rice again absorbs. You said 30% more.
30% more liquid. So if you're using a good stock, which I do, I put one stock together myself. Mm-hmm. You're already winning.
Yeah.
You know, you got a great product there. Then you throw in all those meats, and then extra meats because we're Americans, right?
Right.
Look what it did to the pizza.
Carnivores.
Yeah. Bingo. And I load these. I put about as much meat protein as you can without overloading the pan.
And so what? I know you have bacon in here. I know you have ground beef, right?
Bacon, ground beef, chicken wings, a beautiful cioppino I made last week. So some seafood in this one, guys. You gotta be careful with that, okay? There's cashews and pistachios and coconut cream and some of these wonderful halal chicken balls. I do a lot of Muslim weddings. There's snow snap peas. I mentioned the coconut cream already. Lychee nuts, bamboo shoots. Oh my gosh, I lose track.
You said there's like 36 ingredients in
Yeah,
there.
typical paella in Valencia, Spain will have about 7 ingredients. I got about around 30 to 35 on
Got them all.
average.
You got them beat.
There's just so much goes with rice. I mean, now of course they'll tell you in Spain it's all about the rice. Like in Italy, the pizza, it's all about the crust and the sauce, right?
Sure.
I'm not going to apologize. We're a wealthy country, and we want to throw extra meat in there. We can, and we do it, and people like it. You know, it's just we like the meats, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
So now you're going to you want this to be colorful, and so you're decorating at this point, and as we get toward about 10:30, it's going to look way different than this.
Now, those of you who want to make pie at home, nobody does this but me, okay? So you don't have to do this. At this point, the stuff just boiling away. That's a dumb paella, really.
Right.
Other than cooking it down. So yes, it's going to look different.
Your phone number again.
760-681-1990. I got it on airline mode right now. I'll just
Leave
go
a
crazy for a bit.
if he doesn't answer, leave a message.
Yeah, I'll leave a message, please.
It's amazing.
Happy
It's
Easter.
affordable. It's dinner and a show.
Bingo.
All right, Paul. We'll see you in just a little bit.
All right, Jason.
And we will be right back with more Good Morning San Diego. All right, we're celebrating Easter with Paul's Paellas. Let's get out to the patio with Teresa. He's cooking it up, and it's almost ready to go. Teresa, take it away.
Jason, this smells so good. Look at this. This is perfection here with Paul. It's beautiful. Look at the colors. Everything is just sizzling. Wow. So tell us about this phase now. This is the decorating phase.
This is me decorating. This is where I get most of my hate mail from Spain because they're not allowed to do this.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's tied up with regionalism, nationalism, and fascism.
Politics, I tell ya.
It's history. Bottom line is, it's verboten really to deviate from recipes in Valencia they were using in the 1850s. Clearly, I'm deviating. So, hey, but you know what? I'm not Spanish, let alone Valencian. So, I'm going to decorate and make these things aesthetically pleasing as possible. And if something during my travels makes sense to add to rice, I'm going to do it.
All right, so these are the red bell peppers.
This is red peppers, orange bell pepper, peas, of course, red cabbage. I actually learned that from a paellero in New Zealand. Okay, we kind of borrow, a couple of us borrow stuff, ideas from each other. But red cabbage works very well as far as the color and it tastes good.
Yeah, why red over the green?
I want it purple because this is Easter. We want stuff that you typically would do an Easter egg with. So, and I love the green cabbage too, by the way.
Oh, me
especially
too.
St. Patty's Day. So,
Yeah, I like to eat the red cabbage raw and then the green cabbage cooked.
oh wow, really?
Yeah.
It is good. You know, and people say, well, doesn't it cook? Well, not really, but when I mix everything together and it gets into that hot rice, it gets soft, it's a little bit tender, and a little crunch is actually not bad. So, not bad, it actually is good.
So for those tuning in right now and they're looking at this beautiful creation, what exactly is in paella?
Wow. Well,
You're like my whole refrigerator.
if you are Valencian, yes. But if you're Valencian, there's 7 ingredients. And there's always 7 ingredients, maybe plus or minus artichoke hearts. My paellas, anything that makes sense that I think tastes good with rice. And if you order one of my paellas, anything you like, I will stick in there. I charge by the pan size, not the ingredients. Now, if we get crazy and we start throwing in caviar and rabbit's kind of expensive around here, and snail, they got to raise the price a little bit. But just about everything you can think of, typical American, you stick it in there, it's going to be the same price.
And how long have you been in business? Because you are in high demand. Your phone just keeps blowing up
crazy.
when you're here at KSI.
Well, I've been cooking since '94, but I didn't become a business until 2017. And it was always been a hobby. It still is a hobby. But I figured I thought I turned it off. But I figured I better get insurance. So I became a full-blown business. And that might have been my wife.
I think he answered it.
Huh? I'm sorry. Sorry, baby. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I became full-blown business in 2017 so I can get insurance. So.
Well, it's great having you here. So don't go anywhere because we're going to have more with you coming up. We'll have more after the break. Look at this beautiful paella from Paul.
Getting there. Oh, this guy's going crazy.
Speaking of beautiful and wonderful, take a look at this. Is this, Paul, officially the finished product?
Yes.
This is
Except when the people come out here, right before I serve, I'll crank the heat up real high for like 1 minute.
Get it nice and hot.
Well, and also a little caramelization on the bottom. That's called the socarat. Socarat. So let me not make a mistake here. Okay.
And just so explain what we're looking at, you got a little red cabbage.
There we do. Thank you.
Quail egg there.
You've seen me do this work
See,
before.
I'm attention to detail. I know.
So yeah, actually, he was kind of looking around, so you're doing exactly that. Little touch up right now. So, and that's why it takes me about 3.5, 4 hours.
Right.
Okay. So make sure you don't mind me in your backyard for a while, inside your house, whatever. So.
But it's a labor of love.
And I do love it.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
So
now we want to, again, if somebody's got an event, you've got to have some people, you got to feed them. The question is always how much per head. Yeah. And you have a way of making this is dinner and a show, and it's affordable. It
is affordable, yeah. And again, the bigger the pan, the cheaper it is. It's like I mentioned, that my 52-incher, I can do a party of 200 plus for less than $10 a head. As you start going smaller, it's a little bit more per person.
Sure.
But it's still reasonable. I can match a taco truck.
Sure.
And most other caterers. And again, you get a bit of a show, and I almost always guarantee you leftovers.
Oh, big time.
When I cook for homeless vets, North County Veterans Stand Down, that's the only time I don't have leftovers. They eat, okay?
Yeah.
But good eggs in the morning, you got paella for a while, so.
Yeah. And the 52 is the biggest one, right? And this is the smallest one. And how big is this one?
This is 32 inches.
And this could feed how many people?
This 20 to 40, based on how much ingredient I put in there. I charge by the pan size. I actually do have one smaller one. It's a side paella. If you want something for the vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, I give you the option of purchasing that also if you get a 32 or greater.
Okay. That's great. Your phone number again?
760-681-1990. Someday I'm going to give my house number by mistake, and my wife's going to get mad. So
now we got in a minute or so we have left. Talk to us about those antique pots.
Yeah.
These are really interesting.
When I was stationed in Turkey back in the early 90s, if something wasn't 500 years old, it was not an antique. These are just a mere 200 years old.
Wow.
This is junk they had in their basement that some crazy American would pay $20 for. But they're all about 200 years, and it's all copper, tin lined, okay? This is the origin of the paella pan, I'm most certain. The bronze, the brass, the copper trays you see in the Eastern Med, North Africa, and the Middle East, okay? The Spaniards just basically combined it with Roman steel, because that's what, Europeans did very well, okay?
So you even get a history lesson with this guy.
I got a couple degrees in history, actually.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, Paul, thanks for coming in. Thanks as always.
My pleasure, always. And happy Easter again.
Happy Easter to you. It's so fun to watch this come together over the course of a few hours.
Yeah, get those folks out there. They got some young'uns in there.
Yeah.
So
everybody's going to eat, that's for sure. Paul's Paella. Thanks, Paul.
You're very welcome.
All right. Teresa, back inside to you.
That looks delicious, and it's so beautiful. It's always nice having Paul here. Thank you, Jason.